It's going down tonight.
Alright, what is up guys? It is OTG Clipz, coming back to you guys with another episode of Storytime with Clipz. You guys really did give me a lot of amazing support on the last one, so I thought, alright, why not? Let's go ahead and make another episode. So this story, unlike the other one, is actually very, very recent. If you guys did see on Twitter, I posted a tweet saying that I wasn't feeling very well, and that was the reason why we hadn't been uploading much that week. Anyway, last Friday morning, I woke up and just absolutely felt like crap. Headache, cough, stomach, nose, just everything that you would get when you had just like a really bad cold. I told my parents, but they still forced me to go to school because that's just how parents are. So by the time school's over, I'm still feeling like absolute crap. And I go home, just get my homework done, play some Xbox. Texts me and says, what do you want to do for dinner tonight? He offered to take me out to eat. Keeping in mind, to me, this is a rare occasion, especially considering the fact that I got to pick the restaurant. Still sitting here feeling like crap, I do agree to go out to eat. To get there, the restaurant's packed full of a bunch of loud, screaming people. Now keeping in mind, when you have a headache, the last thing you want is a lot of noise. We sign up to see how long the wait is going to be till we get seated. They said it might be up to half an hour to 40 minutes. Now this being my favorite restaurant, I'm totally in the mood to wait. But I'm still sitting here with a splitting headache, listening to a bunch of people sit there and scream at TVs. So I'm leaning up against a brick wall, just kind of sitting there passing the time. Texting some friends, you know, just doing anything I can just to pass the time so I don't have to make it seem like I'm sitting there for as long as I actually was. Just when things can't get worse, my headache seems to get worse and I get other symptoms. My vision starts to go out. My hearing starts going out as well. I'm just getting completely dizzy, completely blurry, everything. I get the feeling that I'm about to pass out in front of 100+ people. I look up at my dad, say I'm about to pass out, And before I knew it, I was completely out on the ground. Last thing I remember doing was looking down at my shoes, and then I just blacked out. I can remember myself hitting the ground though, I remember feeling it. Now basically the rest of the story will be told from my dad's point of view. You know, considering the fact that I'm basically not alive right now. So my dad tells me that he picks me up off the ground, thinking that I'm going to be conscious again. Oh boy, was he wrong. He picks me up, I completely just fall back down, but this time I hit my head on that brick wall that I was leaning on. So the struggle begins again. He once again picks me up off the ground, and this time I flash back to reality. Out of nowhere, I'm perfectly fine. He says, are you okay? And I asked what happened. He said I passed out on the floor and fell down twice. I'm like, what? Are you serious? And he says, yes, you actually just passed out. And before our conversation could continue, a bunch of employees rushed over to me. They sat me down on a bench nearby, asked me if I was okay, wanted to know if I needed water or needed an ambulance even. Keeping in mind, at the moment, I do feel like I'm perfectly fine as if it never happened. I completely disagree with him and said, no, I don't need any of that. But in all honesty, a glass of water is the most important thing that I probably could have had right there. Him being the smart guy knowing that goes and gets me one anyway. They know my body's low on energy, so they go ahead and bring me out like 2 more glasses of water, as well as a bowl of chili cheese fries. And no, that was not what I ordered, they just brought it out anyway for free because they knew that I needed it. Now before I go on any further, I'm not sitting here telling you guys to go pass out in a restaurant just to expect to get free food, because even though it does seem like a pretty funny story, it's definitely a dangerous thing to do. So in no way am I insisting that you guys go do this. But continuing on with the story, I would bet on my life that 9 out of 10 people would leave a restaurant after they passed out. But I'm not that kind of guy. I'm that 1 in every 10 person who, even though they just passed out, sits there and stays, orders a meal, and just eats everything. Once again, proving the fact that I am alright and that I feel as if it never happened. That basically is it. But before I do end this video, I do want to say that everybody out there who was helping me take care of myself during that little scene that I made, those are honestly like the best people I've ever seen as far as like customer support goes. They have provided me with more support than I ever could have asked for, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. And I would, as always, like to thank you guys for watching the video. Quick shout out to OTG Skills for just absolutely dominating in this game of Uplink, giving me this amazing gameplay for the background of this video. Just absolutely crazy. So yeah, make sure you guys do drop a like on this, subscribe if you're new, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.
And I can't wait so we can break apart to hit me if I seem a little